Hi guys, so basically today I'm going to be going through some products that I didn't love, and I'm basically going to be doing a full face so you guys can understand why I didn't like them. If you use these and you do love them, keep using them because makeup is each to their own. So the first thing I'm going to be going in with is the Revolution Primer. It is the Second Skin Primer. And I'm going to show you why I didn't really like this. It did come with a spatula, but it was so tiny I lost it. So that's kind of what it looks like. So I'm just going to start playing it. And now you're about to see the reason why I don't like it. It creates like this weird, like SPF like white cast on the skin. So it just kind of makes everything look kind of purple. I didn't notice a hell of a lot of like pore filling either, so other than it kind of giving my skin like a really weird tinge, it didn't really do much, I'm not gonna lie. The next thing I'm gonna go in with is the PS My Perfect Colour Double Coverage Matte Foundation. So this one's actually from Primark. And just to pre-warn you, I am very aware that this is not my shade right now. But the reason I got this is because people were comparing it to the... Oh, this is really not my shade. Oh, Lord Jesus. But people were comparing it to the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is actually one of my tried and true. As you can see, it doesn't really have that much coverage. Like you can see, I've got like a spot here. It's not really covering that. I just found it's kind of patchy and uneven, as you can probably see, and obviously it's not my shade, so that doesn't really help the situation. Yeah, it's just not it at all. Ignore the poor shade matching, but yeah, it definitely doesn't have very much coverage. You can still see all my imperfections, and the fact that it claims to be double coverage, when it clearly it's not. So next, on to concealer. So this is the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer. Do you know what? It does cover the dark circles. It is pigmented. The problem I've found with it is it's really thick and really oily. So this is 100% gonna like crease. That you're not gonna get away with no creases with this concealer. That is for sure. That is 100% guarantee. But as you can see, it is covering the discoloration here, so it's good for that. But there definitely is better concealers out there that are gonna cover the discoloration, but without having as much creasing and problems. And so that's the concealer on. So you can see under my eyes is definitely a lot brighter, but it's so oily. It just feels wet. Oh, this is not cute. I already look so bad. With two products in, and I'm a mess. The next product I want to talk about is the Eborian Korean Skin Therapy Compact Powder Foundation. I'm honestly not sure what this is. If I'm going to be like 100% real with you, it's kind of creamy but kind of powdery. I might just try and put it under my eyes. The problem I have with this is I don't really know how to use it. Like, it's kind of a cream, but it's not, but it's kind of a powder, but it doesn't really set. And the colour is kind of strange. It's almost, it's grey. That's the only way I can actually describe it. The colour is grey. I don't know if they have other colours. I mean, this could come in handy for Halloween, I guess, but in my everyday makeup, it's not really it. It's kind of hard to tell how grey this is on camera, but like on my finger, actually you can see it a bit better on my finger, but it's legit grey. But I'm just going to use this to add a little bit more coverage. I already look terrible, so why not add more? Why not? And then to make matters worse, I actually have 3 powders that I don't like. And to make it even worse, they're all Revolution powders. For some reason, Makeup Revolution powders kind of build up texture on my skin, like texture that I didn't even know I had, but somehow it binds it and it looks horrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my makeup under my eyes with these two, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face with this one so you get like a better idea of all of them. The first one I was going to use was yellow setting powder, and we had a packaging malfunction. So that's another good little side note. Yeah, this one, she's messy. Very, very messy. Like, oh my lord, I have this everywhere now. So what, we just got to do it. So I'm going to take some on a sponge. We're going to set under there. So as you can see, she's bright. And she's very finely milled. That's the one thing I have noticed with all of them, is they're like super finely milled. But this, it just seemed to make my makeup look odd. It just didn't look, and I just realised I was supposed to put the other one on the other side. Well, it's alright. I'll set half of my face with one and half of my face with the other, but whatever. So yeah, that's that one. So obviously you can't tell. You can't tell how bad it is until you kind of brush it away and you see like the aftermath of all of it. It's not good. So the next one we'll go in with is the Luxury Banana Powder. This one I haven't actually used in a while, and oh, that's why. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not my shade. It looks a lot like. Oh, I put too much on the brush. This is going to make me even more yellow. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was, is as soon as I put it on my face, it changed the colour of my foundation. Obviously this powder probably is just too dark for me, so I do need to try a lighter one. But the lighter powder looks really, really light, and I was scared that was then going to make me look ashy because this one had quite a lot of pigment in it. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. This one definitely looks more yellow, but it's kind of hard to tell on camera. But the next one I'm about to show you, I hate more. I hate more. This was more of just like an issue colour matching more than anything else. This one is from the XX Revolution line. It's in Luster. So this claimed to be a setting powder. I genuinely thought it was my mistake. Oh, another packaging issue. Love that. This one is legitimately a highlighter. So you can definitely see this side, matte. This side, Tin Man. And this is why, like, who in their right mind is going to set their face with this? And I even double checked. I was like, nah, there's no way. This must be a highlighter. And I checked. No, it's a setting powder. I might actually try and use this as a highlighter by itself to try and, not waste product, because at the end of the day I bought it. So, and that's kind of pretty. Do you know what I mean? That could be a pretty highlighter. So, that is a setting powder. I was shook because I set it under my eyes like this, and then I was like, why are my under eyes shiny? It's not it. It's not what I wanted. It's not. Let's see if it's done it again. Yep, it's done it. So you're really not going to be able to see on camera, but my pores, I've never seen my pores look like this with any other setting powder. They are prominent. And I wouldn't say I have bad pores, but as soon as I used this powder, I was like, why is every fine line, every pore on my face now the main feature? It's not what I asked for. It's not what I want. It's not it. So next we have a Makeup Revolution Glow Bronzer. I've actually heard some really good things about this, so I was actually really excited. One, definitely ordered a too dark of a shade, but it's so pigmented, and then I don't know if you're going to be able to actually see it, but it really It's like when you get a really pigmented eyeshadow. I just flick that onto the back of my hand. Can you see all the kickback? Like, it has a lot of pigment and it sticks so bad. So I'm actually just trying to get as much as I can off of it. But I found because it is so pigmented, it doesn't like to blend. It kind of sticks to certain areas. It's not cute. Like, you have to go really, oh gosh, that's what I mean. So already here, you can see how muddy it is. This is probably the worst makeup I've done in a long time. It's not cute. I hate this so much. So I'm literally trying to like dab the slightest bit, but I still look crazy patchy. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm going to be blending this for a decade. So that's the bronzer out of the way. So as you can see, I'm crazy patchy. The worst thing is the camera's not even picking up how bad it actually is. So just take that into consideration. So the next thing is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush. So they're kind of like these, I mean, they're really cool, like jelly. I could just sit here and just have it for that, just to sit there and wibble it. But it's like a jelly blush, but it's literally a highlighter. So I'm just going to go with my finger because I feel like I'm going to have to use it a little more sparingly. It's super metallic. And then when you turn, so like here, it could potentially be kind of cute. But then as soon as you turn back, it has that dark, uneven, patchy finish. So it's just not what I'd go for. And I really like cream blushes, liquid blushes. I have some in my collection that I really, really like. This isn't one of them. I think because most of them are satin finish. You can see how that's just sticking. Now I have a circle. I'm like, oh Lord, this is just going from bad to worse. It's not even going to move either. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Other blush I had was this Manakadar blush, and I can't open it either. Like, I'm useless. Someone help me. We did it. So we're just going to try and go over it with this blush. Again, I don't know if you can really tell on the camera, but it is slightly shimmery. And it's not for me. I'm just going to add more sparkle, more shine than what we already have. Not cute. Kind of smells weird. But no. It's just, one, it's not my colour. Two, it's shimmer, which I'm not a fan of. So this just really isn't it for me when it comes to blushes. I don't like shimmery blushes unless they're really subtle. Then we have the Cargo Sunset Beach, and it's like a bronzer and highlight and blush in one. So it's one of those like multi-strip blushes. I'm just going to add more. Why not? Why not? Because I already look like trash. And again, super shiny. If I wasn't shiny enough, I'm going to add some on my nose. Why not? So as you can see, now I've applied some on my nose. My nose now has a sheen, and you can tell that it is kind of shiny. And I don't really like the things that are like blush and bronzer and highlight in one, because it's too small for you to use it individually. And then all together it just doesn't really look very good. Oh, I'm actually starting to look like a clown. Next we're going to go into my literally most hated product that I probably ever use. Lie. There is a setting powder from NYX that I have hated way more than this, but this is up there. This is the XX Revolution Glow Fix Setting Spray. So I had a bit of a shock with this because, and I'm about to do it again, it has bright pink glitter. And it stinks. So that was the first thing I said about it. is it has like a really bad, like, you know when you go into like public toilets and they're clean, not like dirty public toilet, but like the cleaner. It smells like toilet cleaner. Only nice way of describing it. And then I was like, yeah, but it doesn't look bad, you know, I look glowy. And then I got my little mirror and I was like, why am I covered in pink glitter? And my whole clothes, yep. Round two. I am now covered in pink glitter. Covered. And you can't even see it on camera, but I'll post some pictures of this monstrosity on Instagram. So head over to there and you'll see this whole situation. Next, we will go in with the CLE, I think, Essence Moonlighter Cushion. So, oh gosh, camera does not want to focus on that because it's too bright. But yeah, comes in like with a cushion, and it's like a cushion compact. I like my highlighters to be pretty intense. This just didn't really do a lot. Like, I'm going to apply some and see if you can see the difference. So it's not looking overly bad on camera, but when I did wear it, it often like faded as well. So even if it did look like okay on camera or in person, by the end of the day I just couldn't really see it much, and I would end up having to apply a like powder highlighter on top of it. It doesn't look too bad, but you have to remember I've got like a really bright light right here as well, so it's obviously going to pick that up. But it's a bit spotchy, just glitter with not a lot of pigment, not a lot of shine, so it was just a new. So if we go into brows, I've got the Revolution Pro. Oh, it looks like I'm hating on Revolution, but Revolution also have some of my favourite products. I don't hate Revolution, I just hate some of their stuff. So this is the Revolution Pro 24-hour brow night and day brow pen. So at first I actually really did like this. It's one of those like microfiber, makes like the little lines, but after I'd used it maybe twice, it just didn't really do much after that. I didn't find that it really stuck in place. It was a bit watery. It just didn't have a hell of a lot of definition, so I'm just going to go through it with my brow now. And then I'll try and show you like I'll leave this one so you can actually see the difference that it actually makes. As you can see, it hasn't done a lot, and I've literally been sat here like going through them for like the past 5 minutes. It just doesn't have a hell of a lot of pigment, and then obviously once the bristles kind of fan out and lose their definition, it just loses the purpose. Because the only reason I really like these pens is to go through the front of my brow and make those hair-like strokes, but after the third time of using it, it doesn't do that anymore. So it's kind of like, what's the point? The next thing I'm going to go in with was some eyeshadow, well, liquid eyeshadow from Lime Crime. It's the Diamond Dew liquid eyeshadows. I was so intrigued by these because I thought, oh, I love liquid eyeshadows, like the Stila ones are incredible. I really want to get the Natasha Denona new ones because they look incredible. That's what I kind of hoped this would be, but it's not at all. So I'm just going to quickly actually just use the bronzer to create like a crease shade, which probably isn't going to be a good idea because this sticks and doesn't blend very well. Do you know what? Actually works better as an eyeshadow than it does a bronzer. Maybe I could just use this as a massive eyeshadow pan. So now I've just laid down a quick like crease shade. I'm going to show you the Diamond Dust. So I can't even get it out. It's like stuck in there. But it was like this really pretty blue to green shift glitter. But as you can see, it's very sheer. Like you can see my skin underneath it. I really like full pigment. Like this could be cute over the top of like another eyeshadow, but I'd rather, if I'm going to use something, it just work by itself. I don't want to have to use other products to make something work. Oh, Lord. It's just, this is not a good day at all. Oh, so yeah, I'm just going to go on the other side. So it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the best. Like, I would definitely recommend the Stila ones over this every single time. Even the Pixi by Petra do some nice ones, some liquid toppers. I think, is it Jouer do some kind of cute ones? Like, there's so many other brands that do ones that are just better quality than this. This just looks very watered down, very sheer. So now I've somewhat tried to make this look okay, and it really doesn't. It's not cute, and I've realised that my under eye is creasing super badly as well, like I knew it would. The next one is the Ciate London Wonder Wand mascara. This one isn't the worst. I just expected a lot more. Like, the mascaras that I really like really fluffy, curled lashes. And this just didn't really seem to do very much. Like, you can kind of see now, I've already done one layer. And you can't even really see it. It just doesn't seem to be doing much at all. And I was kind of excited because the wand actually looked quite good. Like, I've had other mascaras that have this kind of wand, and it's worked really well. Sorry, I've got a really blocked nose. So if I sound absolutely disgusting, I really do apologise. Do you know what? Seeing my makeup up close in this mirror right now, and last but not least, even though you cannot tell that I probably even got mascara on, is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Kiss Proof Lip Cream. I tried a red one of these, and I just didn't like the formula. It stays on really well. It has a really just chemically smell. It's not a nice smell at all. The colour's quite pretty. And it's pretty full coverage, but it really dries my lips out really badly. And I hate the smell so much. And I can smell it even with a blocked nose. That's how you know it's not good. That's applied. It still hasn't dried down fully, but I can already see the little bits of dry skin that are starting to come up. So that's it. I am definitely taking this makeup off straight away. I could just see my face is shiny, it's glittery, my pores look massive. My eyeshadow looks patchy, my eyebrows look like I haven't even done them. Yeah, this is going, and I can already feel this lipstick going sticky. Not that. Is that making my lip bleed? That is not good. I'm going to go take this off. And like I said, if you do like any of these products, keep them working for you. Let me know in the comments how the hell you got them to work, because I clearly have not figured it out yet. So thank you for watching my video. Hopefully I'll have some more up soon, and goodbye.